So I apologize for the lack of videos for like 2 weeks. There are 2 reasons for that. 1, I was on vacation, and 2, Stranger Things Season 3 was out, which I was spending all of my free time watching. I finished the entire season in just 3 days. I might have a problem. Funnily enough, Stranger Things Season 3 is actually the subject of today's video. I actually had a video lined up for the first Friday I missed, but I straight up forgot to upload that. If you want me to post it along with this video today, then comment about it below, but it was just like a boring channel update video, so I'm guessing that I probably won't have to. Actually, if there's anything you want me to say, or even if you don't, please still comment. It gives me a higher engagement rate, which literally sustains me. Help! Okay, let's start the actual video. Frick, what was it? Alright, Stranger Things Season 3. Let's start with the bad. Literally, the only things I didn't really like about the series was a couple of small stuff, like how Joyce's plotline started. Let me repeat this. Joyce and Hopper's subplot started because magnets fell off Joyce's fridge and at her work. Oh my god, magnets keep falling off. That must mean Russian scientists are trying to open a breach into the upside down underneath a mall. I mean, seriously, it's just falling magnets. You've seen Stranger Things. Pun totally intended. I'll show myself out. But other than that, it was pretty much perfect. Now, the good. I really like where they took the characters in this series. Hopper's arc was amazing. It was so sad to see him die. Spoilers, by the way. I don't know what it is with 2019 mass media, but movies like Endgame and Toy Story 4, as well as this, have just really been gut-punching. Another thing I really liked about this season was how unpredictable it was. From where they were going, I originally thought that that 11 was going to die in the finale and that this would be the conclusion to the show. Yeah, that didn't happen at all. In the first 2 seasons, Will was more of a plot device than a character, but in this series, Will was more of a character, and I really liked that. Steve and Dustin were my 2 favorite characters in the show. Not only in this season, they were great in season 2 as well. Anyway, and part of the reason why I think why they're my favorite characters is just how well they play off each other, and it's very clear how good friends they are. And also, I really enjoyed their entire plotline, and I also really liked Robin, as she was a nice, I don't really know how to put this, a nice, character, to, go against Steve and, played off him very well. The one thing I didn't really like about that whole plotline was, Erica. I get that she was supposed to be annoying, but I feel like they took it a little too far with that, considering the fact that she was, way too unlikable, and she just, dragged down the story in that section. Okay, now moving on from that point, I don't normally like romantic subplots, but the ones in this season were actually handled really well. I felt like the entire, premise of this series was kind of bizarre, with evil Russians working for a mall, opening a breach to the upside down, releasing a mind flayer, frick. This take is staying in, releasing the mind flayer who possesses Billy and wreaks havoc. See what I mean about it being bizarre? But, the thing that really just, saves that part of the show is just, how well handled it is. That's pretty much this entire show in a nutshell. Bizarre things being handled really well. And now let's talk about this season's greatest asset, the humor. This season is probably the funniest. This was so freaking funny. I remember, by the 3rd episode, I noticed that my jaw was starting to hurt. That was because I had spent, the entire time smiling. All the jokes were awesome. Some of Some of the highlights include the stuff with Alexi in the strawberry slushy, and also just like Steve and Dustin. Need I say more? Wait, I already elaborated on this, frick. Anyway, let's cut to the final verdict. So, the final verdict. The consensus was that Stranger Things was the best season so far, with a lot of really good emotional beats and humor, but also a few minor story flaws. So, I really hope you enjoyed that video. So, in order to make up for the lack of videos for like 2 weeks, here's an end segment. I hope you enjoy it. So, today's end segment is going to be a little bit different from like my normal end segments. Well, all of them have like been very similar, but anyway. I've recently been like binging a bunch of old Jax Films videos, and one of my favorite ones is this one where he looks at a bunch of bad intro submissions, and like I decided that if he ever makes a part 2, I want to contribute because that video was very funny, and so I decided to make my own, which I am presenting to you today. To all of those wearing headphones, I advise you to like take them off and everyone lower the volume. So, I'm actually gonna do 2 end segments today. I'm not gonna play the title card again because I'm a little crunched for time making this. Actually, no, I'm not. I just didn't really want to do that. Anyway, as some of you may know, I have recently hit 30 subscribers, which I'm very happy about. Thank you all for this achievement. And as I promised, with that 30 subscribers, I am going to be releasing I Respond to Your Comments number 2. Like, I'll be making that as soon as I can, so I want all of you to, like, go to any of my videos and leave, like, a bunch of weird comments. Like, I don't really have enough because some of them I've already responded to before in, like, end segments in number 1, so, leave as many strange comments as you can for me to look at. Okay, so, I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, and goodbye. I should make an outro for this channel.